Guys, what is up?
What up?
Wilson and Dan here, live on the dirt circuit. So we had to do this video. It is the best time of year. We were thinking about this. It's not the best time of year because it's the fall. It's not the best time of year because it's football season in the South, and that's like a religion. It's not the best time of year because of the President's Cup. Dan, what season is it?
You know what? It's Captain's Choice season, baby.
It's Captain's Choice season.
Boom.
The number one time of year where all amateur games need to peak because charities are coming out. They want your money, and we want their gift cards and prizes. All right?
Love them. Love scramble tournaments, guys. Best
Love
time of year.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go over strategies on how to win a Captain's Choice tournament from our playing in literally a combined over 1,000 Captain's Choice tournaments. All right? We've seen it all. So we're going to talk about strategy, what to do, what not to do, and also the most important thing, how to catch cheaters, because they come out, and sandbaggers. So before we dive in, we're going to let you know we're going to be sipping on our excess energy drink here.
Excess energy drink.
All the
I need
sugar.
one of these, baby.
That's right. No, I'm sorry. All the energy, none of the sugar, just B vitamins, a little bit of caffeine. Links in the description. Do we make money off it? Yes. Does it fund our golf fiascos? Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So swipe out your Visa. Anyway.
It's good.
All right.
Good.
So Captain's Choice tournaments. Number one, if you've never played in a Captain's Choice tournament and you're new to golf, super fun because you can be any ability level to go play, and you do get to support some really good causes. So we're huge fans of the events in general for Captain's Choice. But let's talk about, so when you go to a tournament, what are some things people need to know when you go to a Captain's Choice first and foremost?
Well, first off, go feeding back on what he just said. If you're a 20 handicap, a 1 handicap, you're going to have fun in a Captain's Choice. If you're a 20 and you make one putt during that round of golf, you feel like you've contributed and you have a good time, and it's just a lot of fun to do that. But yeah, you're going to go to these tournaments and just bring some coin with you, because whoever paid for the tournament, he usually doesn't sign you up for the extra red tees, the mulligans that you're going to get, the any length string. The different things, because this is a charity event, so you want to bring an extra $20 to $40, just so you can get in the 50-50 drawing or get a mulligan package.
And sometimes they have really good items that they auction off too.
Oh
You
yeah,
can get a steal of a deal.
It's all for charity. They're going to get different prizes, golf balls, whatever. So you are going to win some stuff, but you definitely don't want to be cheap, and you want to pay for the mulligan package.
So let's talk about your run-of-the-mill Captain's Choice tournament. All right. You're going to have 4 red tees for the group, so one red tee a person and 2 mulligans apiece. All right, if you get crazy, occasionally you may have a throw, and we'll talk about what to do with that. Number one strategy on Dan, we hear this a lot. People watch us play. We hit it longer than most in Captain's Choice, and they will tell us, oh, you should use your red tee on a par 4 because you have a better chance to drive it.
Right.
But where do you use red tees?
Okay, so red tees 100% of the time is on the par 5s.
Yep.
The reason behind that really is, say you have a 280-yard par 4, yeah, we can hit it that far, but are we going to hit it to 10 feet? Probably not. But on a par 5, we're going to hit a drive way out there from the red tee, and we're probably going to have a little chip wedge in. And with wedge, how close can you hit a wedge, Nelson?
Yeah, inside of 10 feet all day.
Inside of 10 feet all day, and you're probably going to make that if you have 4 putts.
And both of those equal eagle. Okay?
Right.
If you're putting together a Captain's Choice team and you want good players, I hate to break it to you, it's got to be comped. When's the last time you paid for a Captain's Choice?
Yeah, I don't pay for Captain's Choices, but I have asked people to pay for them, and I usually decline the offer unless it's a really nice golf course. But yeah, if you want good players, you better not even ask them for money. Okay, just invite them, knowing that they're going to play good and you're going to have a good time.
Correct. All right, so you got the red tees taken care of. Use them on the par 5s. Secondly, you've got mulligans. Now, barring some, natural catastrophe, all right?
Like we had one time, but go ahead.
There's a video. We may have burned all of them on the first ones, but it's better to use those on putts, right? Because when you've got 4 people taking a putt at something, you're going to see the line, and there's just a better chance you're going to make the putt than hit a 150-yard shot. Instead of having a 20-foot putt, hit it inside of that.
Right.
You see what I mean? So if you can, save them for the putts, right? Anything you want to add to that on the mulligan?
The only thing really is sometimes people, they'll have like a 35, 40-footer, right? And they're trying to make an eagle or even a birdie. and they want to burn through 4 mulligans. And I'm like, guys, on the PGA Tour, the average, okay, on a 30, 40 footer is like 10 to 12%. So don't burn through all your mulligans, guys. Just move on. Use the red tees and try to make an eagle somewhere else. Maybe you'll hole out with a wedge, but don't burn them all unless you have about a 6-footer and you need to make it. Maybe burn through a couple of them there, but don't burn through 8 mulligans on one hole unless it's, like you said, dire need and you have to absolutely do it.
Yes.
And move on. But
another thing too, in a Captain's Choice tournament, if you're playing well, there's going to come a point in that round where you got to make some decisions. Do you go for this green? Do you lay back? Do you play to a certain yardage? You need to have a team captain, and that needs to be agreed upon. Normally it's the best player before you start who makes those decisions. Because I've seen people blow Captain's Choice tournaments making really stupid decisions. Right. You agree with that?
100%.
All right.
100%.
The throw.
You gotta love the throw. If anybody's ever been in a tournament with the throw, and anyway.
Yeah. So this is what you do. A lot of people, if you get a throw, they'll, not knowing about Captain's Choice, they hit one within 50 yards of the green. Someone will get up there, try to throw it on the green, and throw their arm out. No, that's not what you do. It's what I'm actually going to stand up.
You can't get it close enough.
You can't get it close enough. So what you do, if you knock it to 6 feet, all right, you get one of your young guys in the group to pick up the ball. You do one of these little stretching motions right here,
right,
and you place it in the cup. So instead of making birdie, you make an eagle.
Right.
So you use your throw to extend a close putt.
Yes. Like, for example, I played in one, I can't remember where it was, up in Inman, but anyway, Woodfin Ridge. I played up there, and we had probably a 20-foot putt. I'm like, guys, let's throw it and just guarantee ourselves an eagle. And I threw it, and the thing went in the hole. We were going nuts. So we made a 2 on a par 5 because we got it on there in 2. And but you're right. If someone's 50 yards out and they try to throw it, for one, it's so funny watching people throw. They'll throw it and it'll go 20 yards left, or they'll throw it behind their back or something stupid because they're not used to actually doing it. So you just have to be gentle with the throw, right? So Anyway, use it when you're on the green. You have a 30, 40 footer and you need to get something super close. So you're guaranteeing yourself an eagle, during the tournament. So.
Yes. And what you'll notice too, and this is advice for really good players. I noticed this a lot. Again, I'm not the brightest bulb on the Christmas tree, and I do not have the most talent in golf. So I have to make up for it with mental game and making decisions, okay? So what I'll watch, a lot of good players, good putters will putt last. And what they'll do, the people in front of them, when you know where I'm going with this, they'll miss a putt and slice across it and say, oh, it breaks more right. Don't listen to that. Don't even watch it. I know a lot of people, they putt best going second. They get one kind of good line at it, someone putts it, and then the second player will go.
Or if you're the best putter in the group, go first, okay? You don't want to see a hack, okay? And I'm not saying, say you got a high handicap guy that cuts across like Billy Mayfair, he slices it, whatever. Now you're looking at this read going, maybe it gives you more doubt. If you're a good player, the best putter should go first, not last. That's how I believe in it. But,
correct. Yeah, and if someone has personal preferences, they can go there. But the number one tip we can give you, is to keep your head on a swivel and watch out for cheaters, right? The number one.
There's some cheaters in Captain's Choices now.
There is. And Dan's going to rattle off some things. I'm going to add in a couple things of what we've seen people cheat. I'm going to tell you the easiest way to right now. If you want unlimited red tees, you show up at the course, you identify as a lady that day, and you have full red tees, and no one's going to say anything about it. So, just our culture we live in. Feel free to try it if you want. But Dan, what are some areas you see? People cheat.
So the biggest one, and this always just hits home with me because I'm a long ball hitter, right? Is the long drive hole, right? You get up there, you just hammer one down there. And by the way, the long drive only counts, okay? You can't play from the red tees, okay? And hit it 150 yards in front. That happened. 150 yards in front of everybody else because you played from the red tee, but you're going to take the long drive stake and put it way up there. And the other thing is you got to be in the fairway, okay? Don't go up there and blow it way right and I was a couple feet in the rough and then kindly take that little thing and move it over, a little foot wedge. You ain't getting a long drive. You got to hit it long and you got to hit it in the fairway. Okay, that's how you win. So I've seen so many people, oh, I hit it past that guy 20 yards. Yeah, you were in the rough, dude, right? Nope, they pick it up and they move it in the fairway, right?
Yep.
How can you feel good about yourself, getting a box of top flights at the end of the tournament, okay, in front of everybody, you hit the long drive and you weren't even in the freaking fairway, right?
I don't know. And they do need to have a separate long drive. If you run Captain's Choice tournaments, have a separate long drive for the women and the men. Okay?
That's the other thing.
That chaps my rear end.
Chaps my rear. Second thing, right? You get a club length, right? You get a club length, but you got to stay in the same conditions, right?
Yes.
All right. So I've seen people in Captain's Choices and Scrambles where they're clearly behind a group of trees, okay? And their club length turns into about 18 club lengths, right? They move completely away from the tree so they have a clear shot, right? It's like, come on, guys. You got 4 guys hitting off the tee. You're clearly in trouble. Don't take 8 club lengths, okay? So you have a clear shot to the green, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you see that a lot, right?
The one I see the most that really chaps my rear end. I don't know why I keep saying that, but all right. So you're on the green. I'm going to say Dan hits one to 6 feet. I've got a 20-footer, and instead of you're taking the 6-footer, but people go up and they say, oh well, let's just see what this one does, and they whack it in the hole and they go up. We made birdie.
It goes in, right?
Yeah, it goes in.
And then everybody's like, yeah, that's good. We made birdie. Let's go on to the next hole.
If you see that happening, you 100% call people out. That's why your head's got to be on a swivel. You got to protect the field. It's a game of integrity, okay?
All right, speaking of integrity, right? How many mulligans does everybody get, Nelson?
Two, normally.
That's all they get, guys, is 2. Okay, you see these yahoos that come off the end and say, hey, I didn't even use all my mulligans. Yeah, you did. You used about 20 of them, right? So what happens is they use their 2 mulligans, and then somewhere in the round, they all miss the birdie putt, right? But no, everybody's already used their mulligan. But one guy says, well, I think I got another mulligan. Yep, and he goes. Another guy's like, well, I got a mulligan.
Normally, the guy that does that is the older guy in the group who paid for the team.
Right.
And no one's going to say anything.
Nobody's going to say anything. But
it's
it's like, really, man, come on. Close to the pin contest, right? Once you find out what the close to the pin is, it's kind of funny. I've seen this happen where, you go up, it's close to the pin, and you see somebody else up there, and you got the stake in the green, and it's about 6 feet, say, and it's close, and you're about 6 feet 2 inches, right? All of a sudden, you're close to the pin's 5'9". It's like, what just happened, right? Oh, they put the stake a little bit closer, right?
Yeah.
How many times have you seen that happen?
You guys think we're probably making this up. We see it happen all the time. And we try to do our best, to protect the field when we see it. We, play with integrity. And lastly, this is the last one I'll say too. If you're wondering about this, if you use your red tee and they do not take your drive, you've used your red tee. You do not get to use it again. That is cheating, okay?
How many times have you used a red tee and there's so much pressure on you? Because it's like, all right, I got to use a red tee. If I don't hit this in play, everybody's going to be mad at me. And you blow it way right, OB, right?
Yes.
And then you say, well, I didn't use the red tee. Like you said, I get to use it again another hole. Or everybody gets a red tee. Doesn't mean I get to hit all 4 of the red tees because I hit it the longest in the group.
Right.
No.
Bingo.
Everybody gets to use their red tee and their mulligans. I can't putt all 8 mulligans. Nelson can't use all 8 red tees or whatever it is.
Yes.
4 red tees. So just watch out for that stuff. Really the best way to play a scramble, if you're able to, is we've played some where it's a 2-man scramble and you're playing against the other 2 guys in the tournament. So you can watch if people are cheating.
That's easy.
Okay.
We had a cash tournament recently. We played 8-somes. It was like 6.5 hours. But most, you're not going to have that. So play with integrity.
Right.
Take the advice we have here. Take charge of your team and go win the next charity event. Get your name called out so you can go up there.
Right.
Get your little trophy, little gift certificate, and it feels great.
Yeah, and quit coming in be like 24 under. Okay, you can't shoot 24 under. Stop it. People know. People know you're cheating.
Sometimes it's the last group that comes in 20 minutes late.
Right.
They come in with the winning try.
Oh yeah. Anyway, hopefully we gave you guys some insight about Captain's Choices and just go out there and have a good time with them. Whatever you need to do, but enjoy it.
And we are available.
And we are 100% available. So
see you guys.
Talk to you.